End of the road.
Yep.
Once the ending music starts, because YouTube doesn't like Sanctuary, Passion,
Put me down.
rather, I'm gonna
I
have to
can
mute.
walk.
Sorry. Maybe I'll look up Simple and Clean and play that in the background while I give my closing comments. At the very least, it'll allow me to talk about the game. And
You know,
if my nephew likes listening to that
maybe
while
the
watching
darkness
the
has
thing,
gotten to
then
me
all the
too.
better. Tita, I know, will.
Riku!
These dark shores. You know, if you'd gone a little further, you could have found Aqua right now and not had to get her in Kingdom Hearts 3. Gah, spoilers.
This world is perfect for me. If this is what the world really is, just this, then maybe I should fade back into darkness.
Riku!
If the world is made of light and darkness, we'll be the darkness.
Yeah. The other side. The realm of light is safe now. Kyrie, the king, and the others are there.
That's what I mean. Hey, Sora. Could you help me? I want to get down to the water. At least the waves sound the same. What I said back there about thinking I was better at stuff than you?
Hmm?
To tell you the truth, Sora, I was jealous of you.
What for?
I wished I could live life the way you do. Just following my heart.
Yeah, well, I've got my share of problems too.
Like what?
Like wanting to be like you.
Each wants what the other's got.
There is one advantage to being me. Something you can never imitate.
Really? What's that?
Having you for a friend.
Then I guess I'm okay the way I am. I've got something you could never imitate too.
Fake ending. I think they wanted to figure out that that was going to be the end. They were stuck there together. And for just a brief moment. Message in a bottle.
Sora?
Hmm?
I think it's for you.
Oh, suddenly we're in super
Thinking of you wherever you are.
HD graphics.
We pray for our sorrows to end. And hope that our hearts...
Okay. Step forward to realize this wish. And who knows? Starting a new journey may not be so hard. This is going to be the start of the song, so I had to mute it. Maybe it's already begun. There are many worlds. But they share the same sky. One sky. One destiny. Sora means sky, by the way. This is important. Light. The door to light. We'll go together. Yeah. Maybe that wasn't quite. Maybe I could have let the volume play true to that, but about right here is where the music's going to be starting, I bet. Sora, Riku. Yep, here it's starting. Too distracting for me because I am listening to the Sanctuary version. I can't mute it there and hear it. So, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is the first Kingdom Hearts game that I played and beat, the original for PS2, with the help of my sister, who I'm doing all this for. Good old MK Bunny. Thank you for all of your support and love, and for making me do this. It's been enjoyable. I just wanted to get Kingdom Hearts 3 because I did enjoy Kingdom Hearts 2 enough to pick up Kingdom Hearts 3, but she insisted if I ever got my PS4 to play Kingdom Hearts 3, I was going to have to play all the rest of the Kingdom Hearts and record them for her, and I'd been doing that, so fine, I'll do it. Third game down, fourth if you include 358 over 2. Next is Birth by Sleep, which I've already kind of started doing on the side, just recording it. I'll need to add my commentary to it on the side. But this game really is a lot of fun. For me, it was a whole lot better than Kingdom Hearts 1. There were just too many platforming pieces, which, as pointed out by some, once you get to the end of Kingdom Hearts, the platforming isn't so bad once you have more high jump and glide type abilities and stuff. But there's too much in the early game that really requires you to do a lot of hopping and skipping and jumping around. And especially when I was younger and I wanted to 100% everything, that was too much. Now I don't have the patience for that anymore. These things are too big for me to do that, which is why I'm not even doing it with Final Mix. I'm not going to grind out the data org fights, most likely. I might fight some for my nephew and my sister when I get down there, but that's going to be it. But the whole game has otherwise been just really, really brilliant. I love the combat system. It's hard to say. Kingdom Hearts 2, BBS, what I played of it, and which is quite a bit now, and Kingdom Hearts 3 all have different but equally really fun and exciting gameplay methods. I really like the command merging of BBS and the ability to just fill your command slots with whatever. And the fact that you just recharge and you don't need to worry about mana. You can just spam those abilities. Your higher forms are really cool. It's just fun to level up BBS. It is the funnest to level up because of leveling up and merging those abilities. Overall, the combat is not super great. It's a little bit too hard for me because the problem with trying to level up is that then you're not optimal for the boss fights and stuff, and so it's a little tough there. But the link system's kind of cool. You can do some neat things, especially like Terra with Ventus attacks so fast it's ridiculous. Similar things to that. It's probably third after Kingdom Hearts 3 and 2. I really love the drive forms, and you don't get that with Kingdom Hearts 3, but especially with the Ultimate Keyblade. The final form drive change is absolutely ridiculously awesome. The multitude of whirling blades that you're using and abilities that you have. That the drive forms are not quite as useful in the speedrun, I find a little bit sad. Yeah, our images here. The storyline, as always, is really, really, really crazy. That's kind of the thing with Kingdom Hearts. It began as an idea. I'm not sure when Tetsuya Nomura decided to start super expanding it out, whether he just started creating stuff for Kingdom Hearts 2, but the initial thing was just a wild combo, which are the kinds of things that I love. I love mixes of different characters meeting each other. The only sad thing about this is that there's a limit to the interactions between other worlds and stuff, but hopefully as Kingdom Hearts goes in, since Disney owns, in addition to Pixar owning Marvel and Lucasfilms, I really, really hope to see some of those enter into one of the worlds at some point. We have technically a little bit of Marvel with Big Hero 6, since that was granted to Disney for that movie. But, it isn't really Marvel. It isn't the real Marvel series of Big Hero 6. And, of course, it is not the MCU. Getting Iron Man and or Spider-Man in your party and being able to vanquish some of the supervillains and stuff there, and Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet with Sora, that'd be interesting. Of course, Star Wars at any point. Wouldn't have to be the Skywalker saga, all 9 episodes there. Wouldn't have to be anything else. Just at some point, Mandalorian, run around with Mandalorian and Baby Yoda would be fantastic. Okay. Is that the end of Passion? I think it is. We can hear this. Some of the people, I've talked a lot with the RPG Limit Break crew on Discord about about Kingdom Hearts. Let's see. Let me position my head a little bit better for the rest of this video. Okay, that's fine. So now I'm not covering up the little bit of screen that there is. Why not? Down here, of course, covers up my command menu when I'm playing, so I don't want it there, but all these little images, the struggle battle. Kind of sad that Roxas's world turned out to be entirely fake, though, because all the achievements that he helped the little crew there go through were nothing. There's an awful lot of these triple groups of 2 guys and a girl. You'd start with Sora, Riku, Kairi, and then, of course, you have Aqua Ventus Terra. And then, of course, you have the Axel, Roxas, and Xion. And you have Hainer, Pence, and Olette. I mean, you even have, technically, you even have Vexen, Marluxia, and Larxene, not the same. Or Luxord was the one fighting with them in the Keyblade Graveyard area of Kingdom Hearts 3, but same general idea. Now we get to see all the finales, though, of the movie types. And, of course, they're watching. Yeah. People involved in this. The Disney stories were added haphazardly here. As much as I shake my head at the whole preserve the world order and magnificently he became... That's cool that they gave us that. I'd forgotten that was part of the ending, but it's great that the beast turned back into the prince. Does he have a name? Does he have a name now that he's no longer a beast? Which is why they didn't bring him back for Kingdom Hearts 3, definitely. Not even as a summon or anything. And that's appropriate. Let them have peace now and all of that. Orin returning to the live stream? Oh, that's so sad. Quite a way for him to go. The Final Fantasy characters, I'd like to learn a bit more about, where exactly they come from and stuff and how they feature in. What happened to Zack, if he's ever going to be part of the story again in Kingdom Hearts besides BBS, or if they're going to resolve this Cloud or Sephiroth thing for anything besides just the Final Fantasy way. That is the thing about Kingdom Hearts 3 not getting involved with any Final Fantasy characters, is that they don't mess with the story at all. But, because they are kind of a little bit out of place, even though, Kingdom Hearts is a Disney plus Final Fantasy crossover, really. They focus on the Disney worlds, they get a chance to use them and they have fun with them, which is fine, whatever. But it does mean that Final Fantasy characters, by comparison, are kind of... How much history do they have of their original? Tifa and Cloud are obviously still childhood friends, probably. She loves him, whatever. She's obviously chasing him. He's chasing Sephiroth because somehow his darkness is involved with that, whatever. I don't know. It's something. I don't know. I'd like to get a little bit more conclusion on that. Supposedly they came maybe from Radiant Garden. That's what they seem to suggest, but there's still so much there. And poor Leon. Shouldn't Renoa show up at some point for poor Leon? Whatever. Here's our old past. Steamboat Chronicles of Steamboat Captain Pete. I'm throwing this in as the past history was kind of neat as well, but it makes absolutely no sense, especially since Mickey is not a king here. He's supposed to be a king in Kingdom Hearts. Did he seriously just become a king because he married Minnie? There's no explanation behind that either. Whatever. But the story in Kingdom Hearts 1 was a little bit more coherent, as it were, than Kingdom Hearts 2. The data org, and especially their supplemental things about them, like Kingdom Hearts 358/2, and all of that, that was extremely, there, she finally became human again. Good, so that concludes that little thing. Oh, now we're gonna see Simba and Nala's kids. Yep, oh, there's their first. Well, is that a boy or a girl? We don't know. But going from world to world searching, you had a little bit of sense there. But there's not really a lot of logic behind Sora's running around in Kingdom Hearts 2. They kind of explain it like, we have to visit the worlds to try and open the path to Twilight Town. But I mean, he just woke up from Chain of Memories, which was a pretty nonsensical story all its own. And, okay. Oh, geez, that's cute. All right. He probably got a letter from... Wait. Where are those wings the letter of? I can't remember. Here's Air's just... We're going around just trying to open the path. He wakes up from the... in Twilight Town from the Chain of Memories debacle, having Namine and Biz having restored his memory with help from Ansem Riku. And then he goes out and the nobodies are around and he's just trying to track them down and find stuff. And it never really seems very coherent, especially when he's visiting the world. See, the paths are opening, but he's not really sealing the keyholes anymore. When he was sealing the keyholes, it was supposed to prevent anyone from visiting those worlds anymore. They were supposed to be cut off from each other, but everyone knows, especially anyone who's played the game, the Kingdom Hearts is at its best when there's travel between these worlds. That's the point of it. You visit these people. You can't go around and visit the worlds, and they're totally cut off, and that makes no sense. And they kind of abandoned that sort of in Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 3 is likewise a little bit on the weak side, but I'll get into more of that more when we're playing that, of course. But its conclusion is what's really best. They tie up so many of the loose ends. Leave one big loose end for the future games to come, but as well as introduce a couple more. This Virum Rex thing is going to be a part of it, and that's actually kind of cool. I wonder if it's actually going to be the next Final Fantasy 16 or whatever, if they're going to do that. We'll find out. Kingdom Hearts 2. I may have to mute again if they decide to play Sanctuary again after or Passion. Sanctuary is the major word you hear, so everyone thinks it's called Sanctuary, but it's called Passion. But after this little scene here... may have to mute it again.
Nothing's changed, huh?
Nope. Nothing will.
What a small world.
After all.
But part of one that's much bigger.
Yeah.
Hey, Riku. What do you think it was? The door to the light.
This.
The heart.
Yeah. It's always closer than you think.
Sora! Riku!
Hey, what's up?
Look,
From the king?
Yes, your adventure isn't over, even though this would have been a perfect ending to the series. It doesn't look like they're playing Passion, so we're okay there. Keyblade is said to hold phenomenal power. One legend says its wielder saved the world, while another says that he wrought chaos and ruin upon it. I must know what this Keyblade is. A key opens doors. Ansem Report 8. This is actually it. This is the secret ending, The Gathering. I didn't think I could get it on beginner, having not done what I did. But I guess I did enough to unlock it. So I could go fight Lingering Will now, but I don't want to. I got destroyed by data orgs, and Lingering Will is supposed to be the hardest of the hard, so I'm just going to say nope. It looks like Sora's Keyblade and Riku's Keyblade, but that isn't the Keyblade they gave to Kairi, so I don't know why that's sitting there. Also, they're not grabbing the right Keyblades. Almost looks like the King's version of the Kingdom Key, which is almost identical to the regular one, just with a slight color difference. Makes you wonder. Master of Keyblade, The Lost 2, Memory of Xehanort, Chasers, Keyblade War. It all began with birth by sleep. That's what we'll be going into next. The end. Thanks for taking this journey with me. BBS will be coming in the nearish future. Battle report. Completion of Germany's journal, 89%. Not bad. Completion of Gummy Routes, 11%. Field party members, 82 times. Saved by Mickey, 0 times. That's kind of sad. I never get to see Mickey. I'd do that once just to show Joe because it's fun. Most used form, Valor form, 56 times. Used anti-form, 18 times. Most used summon, Peter Pan, 22 times. Because I use Peter Pan to level up the summons. I never end up using them. I don't really like the summons in Kingdom Hearts 2. Mostly because they take up your drive gauge, and I'd rather use drive. Sorry. Drive forms are fun. I guess I'm not surprised it's Valor form. I used a lot of limit form as well over the time periods, but definitely the case there, so save the game data in case I ever want to do it. Go all the way here to the bottom. At the very least, I wouldn't mind doing some more of this stuff with Joe in the future. Good old nephew Joe, so there we go. Move us back up here. Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Mix. Thanks for watching. See you next time.